Hello everybody. I didn't connect my mobile to the internet. By the way, how are you doing? I hope you guys are doing great. And let's simply start working on that application that we were working earlier. But before that, let me get my mobile connected to the PC. And the thing is that when it comes to learning, so actually there's a lot to learn. But the fact is that you can't really learn everything at the same time. So, and you can't even work on everything at the same time. So you'd better stick with some of the most important things and just simply go ahead with them. It turns out it is actually blocking the network. How about keeping it here? The network connectivity. Okay, my mobile isn't getting good network connectivity for some reason. I actually know the reason. But okay, let's go with this much for now. I think it's gonna be better. And later I will be because there is sunshine right now, and because of that thing the network connectivity is like this. I have just put a kind of curtain type, and that is just simply blocking. Okay, by the way, let's simply get started and start working on the things. Today we will mainly focus on chat section. Once the chat section is done, then most of the things are already done. Then the main focus is gonna be restart. I will start working on this again because I want to rebuild this so that I can be sure that I know the things. That's the simple reason. Okay, coming back to this one, and hopefully from tomorrow onwards we will rebuild this, start working on this again. So let me turn the chats off and simply get started. Here we are, and apart from this particular thing, stop part to stop. Okay then, so what are we gonna be doing? The app projects, the Let's Talk app, and I think it's gonna be quite quick, but let's see how it's gonna be going on. We will be taking some inspiration from the Zoom as well, because Zoom provides the functionality of a personal message as well. So we can even check it right now. So if I just directly open Zoom, okay, this should be fine. I didn't check the audio quality here. How's the audio? Okay, fine. So coming back to this one, let's click on this Zoom, start the meeting. And I think I will need another person to join the meeting. So if I actually go to the participant section and collapse this more. Okay. This is the chat section we have here, but there is no participant as such, and I need a participant to just simply check whether it works well or not. And for that thing, what can I do? Let me get the link. I think this should be fine. Copy invite link, and I'm gonna be pasting the link somewhere here. I hope I will be able to join my own meeting. Have no idea about this, but let's see. My world software. Let's do one thing. Paste the link somewhere here. And if I just simply click on this, open Zoom. Zoom is ready. And I think I'm back to that again. Okay, it's not really possible for me. So let's simply create a normal chat application, and after that we'll think of doing something else or the other. So let's collapse this one as well. Coming back to this, let's see how the things look like right now. ls npm, but before even that I need to run my backend. ls npm run dev and npm run dev. I will be using shared CN because I think it provides quite good features for just like creating the front end, like good components for creating the front end. So let's simply open this, and hopefully today it's gonna be done, and once it is done, then we can actually move to the another thing. I hope everything's fine right now. It's starting, it will compile. Meanwhile, let's simply go to shared CN. So shared CN, will I get something that is going to be useful for what? That's actually useful for UI in merely the chat section. Get started. MCP, accordion, alert aspect, badge. Can I just see all the components in one go? Accordions, alert, aspect, breadcrumbs, calendar. How to just simply see how they look like? I have tool, tip, typography, toggle, text area, tabs, table, sonar, spinner, switch, slider, skeletons. Carousel chat. No, I thought that the chat section. Let's simply search it here. I hope I will get something related to the chat or something. Chat. Well, I think I will have to generate. Okay, let's write the code on our own. It doesn't really matter whether we get some components or not. Let's click on this. This is gonna be unstoppable. So this is how the whole things look like. If I click on this participant, so this is gonna be the participant panel. Over here I have to mainly just show all the participants because they will have their profile as well, so I will be able to show them. And in the chat section I have to just simply add the chat option, and once this is done I will consider it done. Though I can add more functionalities, but I want to rebuild this project. So first of all I will be re-explaining everything from scratch, and after that I will rebuild it, and at that time I can add as many features as we want. But for now it's going to be pretty simple. Let's simply work on this participant panel over here. And when it comes to this participant panel, so coming back to this one, I already have the state, so it's gonna be even not that hard. So coming back to this one, meeting sidebar, this is the one that I have over here. And one more thing, the naming convention is a bit wrong over here. So I'm gonna be coming back to this page.tsx over here, and inside this I have this meeting sidebar, but at the end of the day, set is meeting sidebar content visible. This is this big. So I think this is fine as well. Set is meeting sidebar content visible, because that's mainly gonna be the for the content. So though the naming like the names are quite big, but they're descriptible. So is meeting sidebar content visible. So it's gonna be mainly focusing on the content section. Coming back to this meeting sidebar, inside this I have this meeting sidebar tabs that are gonna be there at the top, and then meeting sidebar content, and this is mainly for that. Having said that, the main thing is gonna be here. I have to focus on the content side, and when focusing on the content side I have to focus on the bottom section. Let's simply get rid of this. So keeping it simple, this is the meeting sidebar view, that's okay. And the second thing is that I'm gonna be having these two things, and they are gonna be visible like conditionally, right? But the important thing can be here. Okay. Let's have them inside this, and let's create altogether a new. Okay, let's do one thing. I'm gonna be back here, and gonna be creating a new component, and that's gonna be, first one is meeting sidebar view tabs, and meeting sidebar view panels, and inside that I will have two panels. Meeting sidebar view, it is view in the sense that's gonna be visible, panels, just like this. So this is how it's gonna be going ahead. So coming back to this one, meeting sidebar view panels, there are gonna be two panels or sections, view sections, panels.tsx. but okay, export, let's make it better, RFC, meeting sidebar view panels, there are gonna be the view panels over here, and inside this particular section I will actually cut it from here. So the whole thing is going to be cut, and I'm gonna be importing it from there. So let's simply import it as well, paste it here, and at the end of the day everything is gonna be going to be exported from here. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead. Having said that, now I need to have these things like active sidebar tab and all. And what is actually happening, there are few states that I need over and over. So first of all, this state that I have over here, even inside this one, I need it more than one time, so I need to pass it over and over. So let's make it simpler. Is meeting sidebar content visible? This is gonna be inside a meeting state. So I'm gonna be going to my features right now. So what will I be doing actually? By the way, isn't this too big? Is the meeting sidebar content visible? I mean, this is fine too. I mean, the best thing is that it simply tells what it is for. So that's okay. I'm gonna be going with this. Having said that, right now I need to go to features, meeting, and meeting slice. Just a sec. Alright, then let's simply continue. So what I wanted to do over here, I just wanted to have an event, and that event name is not event, actually a state, and that should mainly be for the meeting. So meeting media or meeting, this is not gonna be related to meeting media. That's gonna be for the meeting only. So I'm gonna be having one state here, and that's gonna be is okay. Let's simply copy it from here. So coming back to this one, not this one, meeting sidebar, and that is a meeting sidebar visible. So this is actually gonna be the state. So is a meeting sidebar visible. It's gonna be by default false, so that I'm actually able to access it anywhere, and I don't have to just send the props or every time and get the props. Let's make it boolean. So this is how it's gonna be going on. So this much is done, and I will have an action here, and that will be called a set meeting. First of all, copy this because it's gonna be a big one. Coming back to this one here, set is meeting. Let's make it capital. So set is meeting sidebar content visible. I know it's big one, but I think this is fine. But let's see what's gonna be going on. Maybe we may get a better name than this, so we will be using that. As for right now, I'm just simply gonna be going with this one, and this is how it's gonna be going on. And over here I'm gonna be setting the state. So state is the set meeting container visible. That's gonna be equals to action dot payload. So this is how it's gonna be going on. Let's simply paste it here. It should be set meeting sidebar content visible. This is how it's gonna be going on. So once this is done, let's we can just simply go ahead, and the next thing can be first of all exported from here. So Control C, and let's simply paste it over here. So Control V. So this is how it's gonna be going on. After that, I can be back here, not here actually. I can be back here, and inside the main page. So many pages are here, and that is for sure. Just a minute, give me a second. Okay then. So I'm gonna be coming back to this one, page.tsx, and inside this I have this particular state, meeting content visible. Let's simply get rid of this state right now. And as for setting the values, because of course I need it here. First of all, I don't need to pass it, that is for sure. So let's simply get rid of these passing states from here, like that I'm actually sending. So it's gonna be kind of straightforward, and I don't even, am I using it here? Yeah, I'm definitely using it somewhere here inside the use effect. Nope, not inside this. Permission denied, handle display click. This is where it's actually being used. So I need to set the state, right? And this time I will be getting the state from where? Const, and I need to get it from user. This is actually an action, so I should be getting dispatch. Do I have a dispatch? I have it already. That simply means I can just simply say one thing, get rid of this dispatch, and set is meeting sidebar content, and that's actually gonna be false. Is this okay? Hopefully this is fine. And once this particular section is done, and I'm gonna be going to this one, and is meeting sidebar content visual, both of them are not quite needed right now, so I can just simply get rid of them. Similarly, I will be getting rid of them here. Similarly, I can get rid of them here. So it actually makes it quite simpler because I don't have to send the props over and over, right? So let's simply make the thing simpler like this. Now I'm getting the errors, that's fine. First of all, it is just simply saying that well, over here at least there are no errors, so let's simply get rid of this, get rid of the dispatch as well. Nothing is happening over here. Main thing is gonna be here. So over here what I need, first of all, set is the meeting content is the content visible. I will be getting rid of set is the meeting sidebar content visible, both of them. Once this is done, then of course I'm gonna be getting the error. And there are gonna be two things: is content visible, is the meeting sidebar content visible. So I'm gonna be using this controls. Let me do one thing. First of all, import it here. So first of all, get rid of this, both of them. Once I've gotten rid of them, then I will be importing the states here. So const, first of all, there are gonna be two things. Mainly one thing is not its content visible. I will be getting it from use selector from React Redux. Once I got that, then I will be getting the state. After the state dot meeting. From the meeting, I'm gonna be getting is inside meeting container. So is a inside what? Wow. State meeting is content visible. These are the things I'm getting from there. Is set is meeting container. Am I missing something? Definitely I'm missing something. And what is that thing? Use selector I'm getting, and then state. And if I actually go to the state right now, so over here slice, I already have this state inside meeting slice, right? And the name is actually meeting. So as I have the state over here, so the state name is a meeting sidebar visible. So I should be able to get the state. Why am I not able to get it? Coming back to this one, dot is for some reason I'm not able to get one, so I'm just simply gonna be pasting it here, and root state just like this. As for this, let me make it even simpler in the sense I will not be getting it here because I will have to write it 2 times. So I'm just simply gonna be importing it here like this. Is a meeting sidebar content visible, and once I have this, then I can just simply use this particular option here. Okay, so this is where it's being used, and that's for this setting the value of it. Set active sidebar tab. This active sidebar tab is coming from this one, right? So this particular section, so if it is being passed here like this, so that's completely fine. Set active sidebar tab and active sidebar tab, that's okay. Coming back to this one, dispatch. Turns out I don't really have it here, so I'll have to import it. Const dispatch is actually gonna be use dispatch just like this. Once I have this dispatch over here, I can just simply set the value. So dispatch, and what was I supposed to be just simply setting here? Handle set activity sidebar. So I was just simply setting something here. Just a minute, give me a second. The value was being true over here. That simply means set a meeting sidebar content visible. Whenever I click on, okay, I have to just simply set the value true. Set its meeting content, and that needs to be true over here. But the thing is that why am I doing it? Handle set active sidebar. So if I click on participant, then it should be active. That makes sense. So this much is either I click on handle. Okay, if I click on chat, it's going to be active, and if I click on participant, it's going to be active. That simply means crazy, getting the errors. Never mind, can't really even show you the result. But coming back to this one, let me change the same things here. Changing the same things here in the sense I will not be getting the is the content visible. So let's simply get rid of this one, is content visible. Get rid of this one. As for this is content visible, const this, it will be coming from use selector from React Redux state dot meeting dot, let's have the meeting just over here. I will be importing one thing, and that's gonna be is a meeting sidebar content visible. Once I have this, of course this needs to have a type, so root state, let's simply import it. Once I have this, I'm gonna be using this over here, and this should be completely fine. Am I gonna be getting the error right now? Reload the page. Yeah, I'm still getting that, and it is it turns out I'm getting this here because of this dark reader. So manage inspect options when you click on the extension. So reload the page. active sidebar tab is not defined. Where is this not defined? Active sidebar tab is not defined. Coming back to this page.tsx, I have this meeting sidebar. At least things are quite understandable right now, like easy to just go with. Meeting sidebar, no error as such here. Coming back to this one, no error as such, no error as such. Panels, okay, here this is the problem. Active sidebar, I need to pass the active sidebar over here. Okay, fine, let's simply get rid of this. And as for the active sidebar, hopefully I have it here, and it turns out it's being passed again. So active sidebar, I'm passing it 2 times. That's okay, passing it 2 times is fine for me. So I'm maintaining the state over here, and the state is actually being passed to this one, and the same similarly it's being passed here as well. So active sidebar is gonna be passed like this. And if it is actually being passed like many times, in that case it makes sense to create a global state for it. Otherwise, let's simply continue going on like this. As for the type of this the type is actually gonna be not boolean. Actually the type is gonna be active tab type. It will be imported over here. Once this is done, then no error as such. Coming back to this one, enter the name. So this is the name. Click on participant, it is visible. Click on chats, this is visible. So ultimately this is how the things are actually going on. And the good thing is that right now I don't have to pass a lot of props over and over. So okay, this much we've gone with. After that, I'm gonna be having 2 things over here. First one is gonna be the panels, right? So merely 2 panels I'm gonna be having. So panels, I don't even know whether this is the right meaning or this is the right meaning. I'm gonna be having participant panel.tsx rfc and participant. So panel, it should be participants. So let me make it right as well, participants panel, and then I will have chats panel. So just below that, chats panel.tsx rfc chats panel, just like this. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead with the things, and I have panels, and then these are the things that I have. So let me sidebar, 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 sidebar. Okay, content. Inside this I will have view related. Okay, that's fine, it kinds of makes sense. Coming back to this these panels over here, so I have first of all this participant panel. I will cut it from here and go to participant panel. I will export it from here. So this particular thing is done. Then activity sidebar, I need to maintain a global state right now. Okay, I'm gonna be doing this. And apart from this particular thing, without the global state it's gonna be hard to just simply go with the things. So similarly I'm gonna be getting rid of this as well. And participant panel is done. Chats panel, this is gonna be this section. So this is how it's gonna be going on. And I'm gonna be unneeded, or I need to just simply maintain the state as well. Having said that, I'm gonna be getting participants panel over here, and just after that I need a chats panel over here. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead with the things. But the problem is I need to pass it to them as well. Maintaining the state, global state for the meeting. This one is okay, fine, not really a big problem. So if I actually go to meeting slides, so how many, these are the states that I have. Is a meeting sidebar content visible, and then active tab. Active tab is gonna be what? It can have active tab type. Well, the things are being actually imported here. As for the TypeScript type, I will be keeping them really in an organized manner. But right now I'm just simply gonna be going ahead because I don't have to I don't have to work on many. I don't have to organize it better. In this way, I will not have to spend time in that. So just saving the time, I'm just simply doing it. By the way, active tab is gonna be none by default. And as for the type, I'm gonna be getting the type. Come on, active tab, and that's gonna be active tab type. This is the one that I'm gonna be importing. I'm gonna be setting the active tab as well. So just below this, set active tab and set active tab. It's gonna be quite like this. Get the state, get the payload. Once you got both of them, then that's it. State dot active tab, and that's actually gonna be, oh sorry, that should actually be an action. So get the action. Once you got the action dot payload, so this is how it's gonna be going ahead. So once this much is done, I'm gonna be using comma over here as well. Copy this because this needs to be exported from here, so let's simply export it as well. Once this is exported, going to be back to the main this inside sidebar. I have this active. Right now I'm not gonna be maintaining it because I'm maintaining it globally. That simply means I need to import it because I don't even need to import it. Set active sidebar. Okay, let's simply get rid of this. Interesting stuff. It's gonna be quite a simple thing about meeting sidebar types and meeting sidebar content. Gonna be going to this one and set let's not have any prop as such at all. So let's get rid of all of them. As for this setting the value, so I already have dispatch, and as I have the dispatch, so I'm gonna be setting the value of active sidebar. So dispatch and set active tab, and that's gonna be active sidebar. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead with the things. So I'm dispatching the value over here, and once this is done, no errors as such. Coming back to this one, before even that, हो जा भाई जल्दी से, so many things are here. Click on this, and right now I'm not gonna be needed any prop here. So all the props are not needed actually. I'm not gonna be needed. The props are not needed. Sometimes my English is crazy. Okay, by the way, active tab, set active tab, not needed here. So let's simply get rid of this. Similarly, I'm gonna be doing the same thing over here as well. So it's quite straightforward. Yeah, actually it is. And as it is quite straightforward, I'm not even going to need this. I'm gonna be needing it so that I can even make it visible and all. That's okay. Coming back to this one, don't really need any prop here. Interesting stuff. This is the benefit of using the props at the global level. Sorry, maintaining the state at the global level. Once I have this, then a const dispatch is gonna be coming from use dispatch from React Redux. Once I have this, by the way, I have the type here as well, but the type is not quite needed, so let's simply get rid of both the things from here. And once came here, I'm gonna be dispatching the value inside this. Set state action. What was here earlier? Set active tab, right? So dispatch set active tab, and that's actually gonna be participants. What is the problem? It is not giving me any suggestions for some reason. So okay, because I'm not mentioning the payload over here, that's bad. So let me make sure that I'm even giving the type here. So payload, and the type of the payload is actually gonna be over here visible. That's actually gonna be boolean this time, so let's make it boolean. Apart from this particular thing, the action, so payload action, and the type is gonna be action active tab type. Fine, and this should be definitely fine. And as I'm giving the types over here, I should be getting the suggestions back there. So fine. Coming back to this one, hopefully I will get the suggestion, but I'm not sure about this thing. So let's click on this, close this chat panel, close this. Coming back to this one, so over here I wasn't getting the suggestion. Let's try it one more time. Tab, yep, right now I'm getting the suggestion, participants, and active tab, I need to have this as well. So const use state, oh sorry, not use state, use selector, coming from React Redux. State dot, it is actually gonna be coming from the meeting. I'm gonna be getting active sidebar. Really, active tab, this one. Do I have active sidebar there? Don't know, so I will have to even check this particular thing. Let's give it the type root state. So this is done. As for this thing, so meeting slice, meeting slice, active sidebar. Do I have active sidebar over here? Is it? Not really. Okay, coming back to this one again. This one's fine. Everything's working actually. Set active tab. Why am I not getting the error here? This set active tab. Okay, I'm directly setting it, and it cannot really be set directly. So dispatch set active tab, and the options are gonna be chat over here. So suggestion, done. No need to worry about anything. Close this, and this one. Coming back to this one over here. What is the issue? First of all, I'm not going to use them, and that's it. Things seem to be fine. Get rid of this, close everything, come back to this meeting page. So inside meeting page I have meeting sidebar, just simply passing it the ref. That's it. Coming back to this one over here, inside that meeting sidebar I have meeting sidebar tabs and meeting sidebar content. Inside meeting sidebar content I have code related to the sidebar and all, and a few things are not being used over here, so let's simply get rid of them. And just below that I have sidebar content. In sidebar content I have two things. First of all, I have sidebar view tabs, so that I can just simply toggle between participant and tabs, chat. And then I have sidebar view panels. Over here there are gonna be panels. So if I talk about this one, so there can be participant section, there is going to be chat section, and it is quite simple as well. And lastly I have this meeting sidebar view panels. Over here I'm going to have two panels, participant panel, and I'm going to have a chat panel. So let's simply correct them as well. Inside this one, const and that's gonna be equals to user selector, gonna be getting it from React Redux state, and state dot meeting. I'm not even sure whether this is the best way, because first I'm gonna be talking about is active sidebar, not active sidebar, active tab. Don't really have it here literally. Sorry, it should be like this, active sidebar. Why am I getting this active sidebar here? Is this even there? Let's see. Root state. Yeah, right now I'm getting the error. So active tab should be there. And as for this active tab, I'm gonna be just keeping the things here. Let's simply import it here as well. So the question is, do I really need to get the active tab like this? Because if I'm getting the tab like this, that simply means I'm getting all the states. So I'm gonna be asking this to the AI. Control C. Coming back to this one. Okay. If I need only one state, should I import like this? Yes, this is perfectly fine if you need only one state. Okay, but there is a slightly cleaner and more optimized way, and that is active tab. Yeah, that's what I only if you need one value. So when you do active tab, if you are subscribing to the entire meeting object, so if any property inside meeting changes, or your component will render even if the active tab didn't change. And yeah, that's what I was just simply wondering, ki I just need only one, so why am I getting all of them at the same time? So let's do one thing, replace this. That simply means I will have to do it everywhere, but okay, it's better to do it, go with this way. So this particular section is done. Control C, and I'm gonna be going with the another section, and that's gonna be chat panel. Just over here I will have this, and this needs to be imported here. So let's simply import this. Let's simply import the root state, active tab, Control C, Control V. It's all about how well you are organizing your code. If your code is actually organized in a better manner, that simply means even you can understand that well, and in future when you just add more things, it's gonna be easier to just simply maintain this stuff. By the way, coming back to this one, wherever I'm getting the state, by the way, I'm not getting the state over here. Coming back to this sidebar, am I getting the state over here? Nope. Inside meeting tabs, I'm definitely getting this. So what am I gonna be doing? Instead of doing it like this, I'm just simply gonna be getting the state like this, so that whenever that value changes, only then re-render happens. Otherwise the re-render will not happen. Coming back to this one, same is gonna be happening with this too actually. So Control X, it's not really a big deal. We can just make it quite simpler, and it's gonna be done quite quick. Inside this I have side view tabs, and the same thing I'm doing over here. So I'm just simply gonna be cutting it, pasting it, and pasting it. So simple as that. Okay, inside this I don't really have anything else. Coming back to this one, meeting view panels. Inside meeting view panels, I'm already getting them like that only. Okay, let's see the result. So result is still gonna be the same. It's not like something changed here. The only thing is that I just try to make it better. I try to structure the things better. Right now, let's simply start working on this participant panel. And inside this participant panel, what all do I need to show? So let's simply work on it. And inside this, excuse me, just suffering from sneeze a bit. By the way, coming back to this one, and this is gonna be the top level div. Inside this top level div, what should I be doing? First of all, I'm gonna be getting the information of the participants. So okay, so instead of having this one, there are gonna be many participants. That's right. This is gonna be the top level div, and inside this, what all should I have? So I'm gonna be having a div for now at least. In that div is gonna be containing the icon, name, and some options. So yeah, let's keep it like this. There needs to be an icon, so how am I going to have the icon over here? I have the URL, right? So I can just definitely have the image. And as for the source, let's make it nothing for right now. And then I need to have a paragraph just for the name, so I can say to this. Let's simply get this done. First of all, I got a call to just simply go somewhere. I'll even have to leave, but before that I need to have this let me go to React Redux, sorry, what icon, Redux icon, not from where do we get the icons? Lucid React, right? Coming back to this one, at least participant section should be ready. I need to have the dot. What is that called? This ellipsis vertical. Okay, never mind. By the way, I got it, so I'm gonna be just simply copying the JSX from here, and I'm gonna be pasting it here. So this is all that I'm gonna be having. Import it. So once this is imported, let's see how it's gonna be looking like. And one more thing, I can actually go to my database, the URL that I'm actually using. So backend source model कहाँ गया भाई? There is no model. I'm unable to see the model. Validation utils types routes middleware helpers generated. There is no model. Am I not signing up the user? I am signing up the user. db.ts I'm using database as well. भाई model कहाँ रख दिया कि delete कर दिया मैंने? Hi. Validation utilities types. I have express types. Okay, fine. Routes middleware helper. I user.controller. Am I using Prisma here? Oh, so there. I'm actually using Prisma over here. I thought I'm using MongoDB, and I'm looking for the database. Okay, never mind. Coming back to this one, backend. I can just simply go to the Prisma and schema. I have this. This is the profile URL that I have by default. So let's simply copy this. Close this. Coming back to this one, gonna be giving it, and I hope it's gonna be looking good. Let's see the result. Oh, it's really bad, yeah. I do have this at least. If I just simply reload it, unstoppable. Click on this. I'm getting this. That's fine. But this, the way it is looking, that's not good at all. So let's simply style it a bit. Styling it a bit in the sense this is gonna be the top level div. So class name, let's simply make it flex. So this is how it looks like. Items are actually gonna be center. So this is how it looks like. Having said that, these two should be together. So let's simply wrap them inside a div. And so this is how it should be looking like. I'm gonna be giving it a class name flex as well over here. Apart from this particular thing, these needs to be items center as well. And then this is how it's gonna be looking like. This will have justify between sun. Okay, so this is how it's gonna be looking like. Apart from this particular thing, this top level div will have some padding and all, so at that time for that thing I'm gonna be removing it. Px is gonna be 3, and this is more than enough. If I just make it a 5, this is how it looks like, and that is okay. And apart from this particular thing, when it comes to the text, so text is actually gonna be around XL, extra large. So this is how it's gonna be looking like, or I can make it 2XL. So this is how it's gonna be looking like. Let's talk about this image. So the size of this image is actually gonna be 5. I don't know how it's gonna be like. It doesn't have any effect, so let's do one thing. Class name, width is gonna be 5, height is gonna be 5. Ha, width is gonna be 20, height is gonna be 20. Okay, how about keeping it 15 and coming back to this one, keeping it 15. Okay, this is more than enough. As for this text, let's simply make it XL, and I think 2XL was okay. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead, and let's give them some space as well. So gap is actually gonna be around 3. So this is how it looks like. Gonna be giving it some background. So whenever I hover over them, BG gray, and that should be darker, right? So let's give it 100. That's gonna be too much actually. Whenever I hover over it, by default, let's give them some color. So by default, they will have some. What is the default color? That's not visible here. BG gray. Let's keep it around 500 or something and see how it looks like. Let's keep it 600. So this is fine, and a rounded large, full. Okay, padding, let's increase the padding to 10. No, sorry, not this padding actually. This 5 is enough actually over here. The next padding that I want to increase is over here. So let's give it the padding as well. Px is gonna be 5. That's too much. 2, 3. 2. Or let me do one thing. P right is gonna be 3. That's it. And P left is gonna be just 1. This makes sense as well. And apart from this particular thing, P right can be more even. So P right is actually gonna be around 5. So this is how it's gonna be going ahead. And apart from this particular thing, whenever I hover over it, at that time it's 600, right? So at that time it's actually gonna be 700. Have some transition over here. Transition, that's actually duration. I don't know why am I not getting the suggestions, so let's make it 200 milliseconds. Fade in. Why am I not getting suggestions? I have no idea. This is fine. If I click on this, I can just simply click on chat, so I will be even chatting this. As for these options, I will be getting the options over here as well, exactly what all you should have inside this. But this is more than enough for now. So what am I gonna be doing here? Once this much is done, this is the top level div that I have, not that. I think, yeah, this is the top level div that I have. And at this time, I'm gonna be getting all the all the participants. And once I have all the participants, including you, then I will be just simply showing the information over here. So what can I do? Const other participants. They are gonna be from meeting, again meeting. So I think I should be doing it this way now. Active tab I have, other participants. अरे रुक जा भाई, किधर जा रहा? Other participants and current participants. So these are gonna be all the participants. Once I have all the participants, after that I can say const all participants. They are gonna be equals to other participants. So let's do one thing. I'm gonna be having an array. Destructure the other participants and current participants. So this is how it's gonna be going on. Once I have this all participant over here, I'm gonna be cutting everything, and let's get one more. So inside panel, I will have a participant. First of all, okay, I can create the components later, and it's really good that you uh, create lots of components and this separate everything. But for right now, all participants dot map, and I'm gonna be getting the participant from here. Once I got the participant, I'm gonna be returning this, and once I'm returning this, that's okay. And over here, participant will contain the profile information, right? So let's simply get rid of this. P dot I have name, I have meeting ID, I have is host, but no way, I don't have profile. Bad. That simply means I'm not sending profile. Nope, yeah, this cannot be possible. Let's simply have the empty string over here. I should definitely have other participants, but what type of would they have? Other participants, right? Go to this. Don't really have any other option. There is some work, so I need to go for that and get it done. And after that, I'll be back and continue from here on. And let's get this project done today itself, and from tomorrow on. Actually, there are so many things. If I just start counting, then it will never end. Let's start working on them one by one and then get the things done. I'm gonna